Hey, welcome back to my channel where I am documenting my budgeting journey. I'm using the combination of the conscious spending plan, zero-based budgeting, and the cash envelope method. And this year I am prioritizing funding my emergency fund at 6 months for a total of $7,000. I use prop money, so this is a cashless cash stuffing video today. I'm going to be cash stuffing the remaining portion of my second paycheck of June for a total of $681. If you are new to the channel, my name is Joya. I am in my 30s. I am single, child-free. I am debt-free. I work from home as a medical billing supervisor, and I live with my mom and my nephew. I have my cash breakdown, the one that I printed out to show you guys what was part of my freebie. It'll be linked in the description box if you're interested. However, I do not have enough denominations for my prop money, so this is the remaining prop money that I have, and I'm just going to have to like condense, swap out bills as I go. So first up is going to be blessings, and I budgeted to have it get $807. There's a total of 181 here now. Let me get my calculator. So a total of 368 needs to be in here. So I'm gonna put down this 20, get 200s, 100, 200, 300, 50, 60, 5, and then 3 ones, 6, 7, and 8. All right, double checking. 100, 200, 300, 350, 360, 65, 66, 67, 68. I got one too many. How are you guys doing? I hope you guys are well. If you saw it, I am having car issues. So let's get into that, shall we? Personal is gonna be getting $50. And it now has 100, 150, 160, 165. So I was on my way home from my boyfriend's house and my car stalled on me. I didn't realize it until I was getting off the highway, and I just happened to look down at my dashboard to just check my speed, and all of the lights were on my dashboard. There was no noise, no shaking of the car, no jerking or anything. Birthday is getting $20. So it has 50, 70, 80. I'm gonna put all this down and then just grab 100. And this is for my birthday. Thankfully, I was getting off the highway and I was able to get over as much as I could, y'all. I was still, unfortunately, in the middle of the road. I was on a frontage road, so not as busy as a highway, but still pretty busy. Gifts is getting $100. But my angels were working overtime because I was safe until I was able to safely get all the way over to the side. Found out that I don't have a specific coverage of the, roadside assistance with my State Farm insurance. Family time, I budgeted 40. It has 60 in here, so I'm gonna put this down and just grab a $100 bill. I have a 2017 Kia Sportage. I got it, 2019? And I've only had to have my car towed once, so I honestly forgot. So I had to come out, thankfully I have it within the budget. I had to come out $140. And so that's gonna come out of my car maintenance fund, and I just had my car towed to the house. It wasn't overheating. I just wanted to take it home because it was a lot. Date night, I budgeted $50. So it now has 100, 150, 200, 250, 270, 290, 291, 292. But just thankful that it didn't happen on the highway. I didn't get into an accident. No one else got injured. I was safe. Even with my car kind of being in a dangerous spot, God kept me safe. So self-care is getting $50, and so glad that I have started this system back in 2023, and I have a good cushion in my car maintenance fund. So self-care, I put 50 in there. It now has 100, 200, 250, 270, 280, 285. I have, with my $500 deductible, I have a $1,500 cushion. And listen, I will go through these envelopes if I need to. My mom, which I am still waiting on some Happy Mail, is getting $50 because I am no longer helping my mom pay off her consumer debt, and I have a plan for this. So just waiting for some envelopes actually from Jasmine's wallet. 150 is now in this envelope for the time being, and that's going to be it for this binder. I did go ahead and move all of my annual into this binder. This was my old self-care binder, and then when I transitioned to using prop money, I was using this to separate the money, and I just moved the envelope with the insert in here to be my dashboard. And going back to having to pay for the tow, I am going to be adding AAA to this binder as one of my annual categories. I was with them back in 2015 and I just never renewed it, and I just remember never having to worry about anything with them, never having any issues. I did go ahead and fill in my trackers and things off camera because I knew that I was going to be doing like a little story time and I didn't want to get sidetracked. So there's currently $32 in my Capital One for my annual fee. I budget $4 each paycheck, so that'll bring this to 36. So I'm gonna put these two down and grab a 5 and a 1, and that brings it to 36. So yeah, as I was waiting on the tow truck, my boyfriend did come and wait with me. My mom was the first choice because I was closer to home, but she had clients. She did come for a brief moment, but you know, she already had stuff to do. So I did text my boyfriend while I was waiting on the tow. He lives on the opposite side of town and he had already left to go golfing. So I didn't think that he would be readily available. So I just waited until the tow was on the way for me to let him know what happened. And he did end up coming to sit with me and wait for the tow truck. So my Flow app has 14 in here. I budget $2, so it needs to have 16. I'm gonna put these twos down and bring in a 5 and a 1 to bring that to 16. And I have to do a better job, y'all, of having water in the car with me. And you would think I would know better. Let me put this down here because I keep moving it out of the way. You would think I'd know better. I live in Arizona and it was 100 plus while I was waiting. And then of course, you know, you're in the car and there's no breeze here in Arizona really. So yeah, thankfully he showed up right on time. Car registration, I budget $5, so I'm just gonna put in $5 and it has 20, 30, 35, and 40. Let me actually, because I might need some 5s, I'll do 10. Yeah, I'll do 10 for now. So $40 is in car registration. I had it towed home just so I can kind of see what the issue was. I thought maybe it would be the battery because it's been about 2 years to the day since I got my last one, and they don't really last too long here in the desert. And plus, with me not driving my car every day, and when I do get in my car, I'm not driving it far. I know that plays a bigger toll on the battery. So YouTube Premium, I budget $6. It has 20, 40, 42, 46, 48. 48 plus 6 is 54. So I'm gonna leave 4 here, put this down, and grab a 50. So there's $54 in here. Oh, actually, I did not mark this one off. But anyway, I have an appointment scheduled for Thursday to have my car looked at. AAA is going to come to the house and tow it to the shop first thing Thursday morning. That's going to be it for this binder, as you can see. And then they're going to call me and let me know, you know, what the deal is. And of course, I will keep you guys updated. The last binder is going to be my savings challenges. And I did go ahead and complete every challenge except for this first one with the $117 that I had budgeted for this last paycheck. I wanted to complete as many as I could before the end of the quarter because what I'll do with these challenges is have them help fund my emergency fund. So with my emergency fund, I have my regular, stuffings, my budgeting. I budget so much paycheck, so I have it so that I will save $1,000 for the quarter, and then this is just extra money that I will put to that, and then also any leftover money that I have within my budget, I put in a monthly leftover, and also at the end of the quarter, I add that to my emergency fund. So anywho, this savings challenge is from Gigi at Gigi's Planner Room, and I do all of my numbers off camera. I use a dice to let me know how many spaces to go. So $10 is coming in here. I count this at the end, but obviously $250 is what I will end up with once it is completed. And if I need to also pull from these challenges or my monthly leftover, then I will do that as well. I will pull from whatever category I need to so that I don't have to dip into my actual emergency fund. I did kind of get ahead of myself. I was like, oh shoot, I'm supposed to be recording, but this, I did finish it, and this will be saving me a total of $68. These last few here was a total of $36. So let me just go ahead and condense this since it's completed. So 50, 60, let me leave that in there, 65, 67, and 68. And this is from D at It's D. She has a Buy Me a Coffee and a Amazon storefront. So that is complete. The next one, again, I got ahead of myself, but this $10 was the last one that I circled. So $30. And this is from Clarissa at Coffee and Budget. She has a Ko-fi and a Buy Me a Coffee. I will have everyone linked in the description box below so you can check them out. This challenge is from Onyx at Budget for Success, and I did the final row here, which came out to $32. So I'm gonna get my calculator. I currently have 10, 15, 20, 22, 23. So this would be a total of $55 saved. Awesome, awesome. Put all this down, grab a 50. Let me actually make a note of that here. This challenge is from Neen at Neen's Budget, and I did the final two here for $17. So 17 plus 20, 25, 27, 29. This saved me a total of $46. Yeah, so I'm gonna get a 20, so 20, 40, 45, 46. And then the final challenge to complete is from Hot Beauty Budgets, and it is getting the final $12, which was this 2, 4, 6, 8, and this 4. So I already had 12 in there, and I'm going to put in 10 and 2. Let me just grab this 20. So $24 saved for this challenge. And of course, I will keep you guys posted on the damage that was done. I'm praying that it isn't a lot, but also grateful that I have money saved so that it doesn't feel like a burden. All right, and that's gonna be it, you guys. I hope you guys have a beautiful holiday weekend. Obviously, I'm gonna be at the house. I'm gonna throw something on the grill and just chill and relax with the family. Y'all be safe, all right? And I will see you in the next one. Peace.